Hey everybody, the captain here. This video is originally intended for Jeff Johnson. Most of you don't know who he is because he is running for the Minnesota governor position. And since I hate Mark Dayton and his pampered little trust fund baby ass more than you can possibly imagine, I wanted to give him some advice. And it dawned on me that this would, I know how the Republican Party works in Minnesota. It doesn't. They're so stupid. But they're the only one we got, and I know that if I would try to contact them, 1, I would not get an audience, 2, I'd talk to some assistant, and 3, they'd be like, oh yeah, we'll make sure you get it right. So I'm going to put this out there in the hopes that somebody sends this to Jeff Johnson, but to every Republican candidate who's running at the midterm elections here, and that is how to win the young vote. And this is not bullshit. This is not me doing it for hits or anything. This is my one thing I'm going to do politics-wise, because I can't run, and if I did run, it'd be fun as all hell. I should get we should do a thing campaign. What was it? Not Patreon. A crowdfunding thing where you guys pay me, I'll go run for office, and it'd be fun. We'd lose, but man, would it just to get in the debates, just to get into the debates would be awesome. But anyway, this is it. This is all I'm doing because I truly believe that it's all is lost. So I'm gonna tell the Republicans how to win the young vote, and it would require that they actually take a stance. And instead of saying welfare leadership, all these pain in the ass, boring ass commercials, you see, Mark Dayton kills puppies, that kind of thing. So here's how you win the youth vote, and this is free. I should be charging this because this is better advice than you're ever going to get from these fucking idiot political consultants you morons hired. Eliminate prerequisites from the University of Minnesota college system. Get rid of the prereqs. You will have there's 50,000 students on campus. You're going to win more. 1, it's moral, right, and just. There should not be prereqs. You want to help out the youth. This isn't like a bribing thing. This is how we're going to give you more money. How about you make it so they don't have to take classes that they don't fucking need? Okay? So get rid of all this bullshit. You need your diversity requirements. You need your art and humanities. You need your science. Bullshit. Let them go major in what they want. They get out with the exact same education, except it's 2 years. And you have it would take a little bit of doing. You force the accreditation organization. I think there's 6 in the country. The one that we're in, you make them. Say, no, we're doing it this way. I know, you'd have to, again, you'd have to work, you'd have to get Wisconsin and Iowa and all these other universities, probably, but you could really lead in this one example by getting rid of prereqs, okay? Second thing you could do, this would be a sign of good faith to the younger people. Even though you're a governor and you would not be able to really enforce this because it would be federal law, that you would protect Minnesota accounts, citizens, from federal confiscation or rescindation, where they would rescind the tax preferences of Roth and other retirement accounts. Truthfully, I think young people are too fucking stupid to even know what a Roth or a traditional IRA is. They also don't have the money, but that would be a sign of goodwill, saying like, you know what, we don't care what happens. If you're in Minnesota, we are not complying with federal orders ever in the future to confiscate or allow feds to go and take your Roth IRA. So, another thing. Immediately launch investigation into higher education costs and do an audit of the university system. All right? Say, okay, why are costs going up? Do an investigation. Call those fuckers, just like you had the oil execs come down to Congress and testify. You get those higher education motherfuckers to come down and explain and rationalize their $600,000 salaries. You do. Why do we have all these diversity counselors and assistant vice directors and all that other shit? You get them down there. You audit. All right. But this would help the boys. This would really win you. You might lose the female liberal vote in Minnesota, so you won't lose any votes at all. You make false accusations of rape illegal. Make some tenor that. That'll get the young boys on your side. You say, hey, look at what this guy's doing over here. So that's another thing. Another thing, force professors to have 5 years of real experience before they dare ever teach in the university system. Okay? You get the college students on your side and say, hey, you're an academician, you're a theoretician, you have no empirical or empiricism in your life. Get the fuck out of here and don't come back until you got 5 years real world working experience in your field. Then we'll consider hiring you. And then finally, this is a big one. This is a big one for the youngins. You make it illegal for any company to Mozilla or Donglegate their employees. In other words, fire their employees because of things they've said online as a protection of freedom of speech. Now, I know a lot of my conservative purists out there like, well, yeah, libertarians, well, there are companies and they can do whatever. Bull fucking shit. If you're going to tell them that they got to do affirmative action and you got to tie all these regulations, how about we start getting some good regulations that protect young people's freedoms of speech? These kids socialize and interact. Their entire lives are on the internet, which is recorded forever. And now you got these Nazis whose business is none of theirs, who are like starting looking up, oh, you said something I don't like. Oh, you made a political donation. All right? I think that'd be a pretty good thing. Now, Mark Dayton's too busy on his drugs and his booze to come up with something that creative. Republicans are just too stupid to come up with something like that. But I'm giving it away for free. Any Republican can use these ideas. I also have a way to win the black male vote, but I'm actually going to save money. Or save that. I'm going to wait until someone pays me for that. Actually, I intend on blackmailing the Democrat Party for a lot of money. And you think I'm joking? I'm not. If it has a shot, it really does have a good shot. And if it gains any traction, the Democrats would lose the black male vote. And they pay for that. I think they would. And it's at least worth giving it a shot. So, any case, Jeff, that was my recommendation. You don't even have to cite me. You don't even have to say I got it from this crazy guy. Just fucking stand. You just try and run a different campaign than every other fucking idiot we've had running campaigns before. Like Jesse Ventura, but smarter, which isn't that high of a hurdle. Toodles.